17,113 and a few of us extras in Nashville for an All-Star game that will be like none other.
With the money on the table here in this championship game.
An hour and a half from the end of their first game, the Atlantic now begins for the championship. Carlson fed it along. It's taken on by Daniel Sedin and lost. Dragged on free and carried ahead by Ryan O'Reilly and handed on over to Carlson. Has Jágr drifting nearby and hoped for him, and he got it. Watched defensively by Perry. Jágr drifting, looked toward O'Reilly and got it there. He moves ahead with Joe Pavelski. More changes. Brent Burns has come on. Dragging it free is Sedin. Dips the shoulder side of the net. Oh, and it's shut off by Luongo on the try by Pavelski. Burns jammed to the front. All alone with it is Sedin. Watching Luongo. Fed it across Pavelski. What a swat out of the air by Luongo. Now Burns trying to get by. Cannot do it. Chip back up the boards and taken by Dylan Larkin and handed on back deeper. Steven Stamkos reversed it onto Larkin again. Picks up PK Subban in the swirl. Charging ahead from the Detroit Red Wings is Dylan Larkin. Drifting with it to the outside. Fed one across the net mouth that rattled wide. Curled all the way back out to center. Accelerating ahead like no one can is Gaudreau. Gaudreau, a rising backhander, and getting a piece of that with the glove was Luongo. Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins brings it ahead for the Atlantic. Bergeron defended there by Taylor Hall. Bergeron just drifting now. It's tipped around in front, poked up high, getting a piece of it with his glove was Jonathan Quick on the attempt by Komarov.
Well, a couple of terrific saves to keep this game scoreless. Luongo right off the mask after Daniel Sedin waited, and got the puck to Joe Pavelski. Komarov with an opportunity, and you see the back of the hand of Jonathan Quick keeps that puck out of the back of the net.
Stashed back for Scott, plays it off the boards, jammed one in front that was shut off by Luongo and paddled ahead for Subban. Picks up Bergeron. Dylan Larkin has dropped back on this unit defensively, but he follows up here. Nice move, and a save is made by Quick. But emerging with it now is Brent Burns, and a long cross ahead that's on to Scott. He's got Pavelski. Scott delays. Fed for Pavelski! Control to the outside now by Burns. Burns drifting with it. Burns right around in front. Checked off his stick, and Subban will shift it back the other way. What goaltending? Good. I don't think I've said that in an All-Star game. 55 seconds to go in the first half. Daniel Sedin lobbed it on, carried back up again by Drew Doughty of the Los Angeles Kings in the Pacific Division. Tried to shake to the outside. Pretty good defensive work done on him there by Erik Karlsson of the Ottawa Senators. Pivoting with this now is Perry. Wants to start ahead, fed one side of the net, that ricocheted right on goal from Karlsson. Stopped alertly by Luongo, and a 2-on-1. Stamkos onto Jágr. Looks for Stamkos. Jágr drifting. Shot artistically blocked away by Quick. On now it's Karlsson. Fires, and that one went wide. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Carried back ahead by Daniel Sedin. Given back ahead to Perry. Nicely sidestepped Jágr and holds. Jágr reaches out to defend and has him tied up enough that it's coughed up. Karlsson with 7 seconds to go. They've got to hurry. Toe drag there by Stamkos and lost it there. And it can be taken on, and then wiping out at the horn was Doughty. And he seems to be okay. The goaltending, more than okay. 12 shots Pacific, 10 shots Atlantic. Luongo, a shutout, is finished for the afternoon. Same for Jonathan Quick. They have changed ends. And it is Perry to take the draw to start it all up against Ryan O'Reilly, who wins it on back to Jágr. The 43-year-old is not being rested at all. And he takes this pass and motors on. Jágr dips the shoulder. Forehander was shut right off in a strong save by Gibson. They battle more. O'Reilly trying to free it up, cannot do it. Burns tossed it as far as center. Thrown right back again by Karlsson, and pivoting with it is Jágr. Motoring on now with it is Steven Stamkos. That one directed wide. Taken back up by Taylor Hall. 1 1/4 gone out of the 10 minutes. Ahead comes Gaudreau, and on a breakaway. O'Reilly is pretty much fresh. Starting ahead with it is Subban. Subban stepping back in with it now. Shakes to the outside. Couldn't get a good shot away. Stumbled down. Play continues with a pass ahead and a 2-on-1. It's Perry taking it from Seaton. And now in for a shot. He scores! Perry! The first goal of the game on a pass from Daniel Sedin to Corey Perry, and it's 1-0 Pacific.
I thought Daniel Sedin got away with a little bit of a hook or a trip on PK Subban, and then Corey Perry goes far side on Ben Bishop. Perfectly placed over the right pad.
Eddie, how about the precision of the passing and then the shot by Corey Perry? Spectacular play.
See him probably before the end. Here comes Gaudreau on a breakaway against Ben Bishop. Getting a piece of it was Bishop. Fed right back to the slot. Around, and a backhand attempt from Doughty would not go. Doughty trickled one on. Might be an odd man rush if the Atlantic can control, but they can't. It's Doughty walking back ahead again. Doughty fed one in front, and Gaudreau was hooked up enough behind by Stamkos that he could not get a good chance. His knees trying to play it. Chipped it on across to Burns. Looks ahead, and he's got it on to Daniel Sedin. Moving on in. Sedin couldn't get it by Bishop. Back the other way they go with 3 1/4 to go. Bergeron bringing it back ahead. He's got Subban with it. Bergeron drops it off. Subban plays there. Shot up over the glove hand of Gibson. Cracked off the glass. Taylor Hall with some help from Burns. Let it pass ahead. Corey Perry lugs it on. Sized up by Subban. Striding ahead is Hall. Here's Perry. Delays. Shoots one. They score!
A little interference in that blue paint there from Taylor Hall. Looks like he bumps into Ben Bishop. Watch the blue paint. Watch Taylor Hall. He's going to go to the net and makes a little contact there with the goaltender, and maybe a little challenge here.
Sure enough.
By Gerard Gallant, and that goal should be waved off.
Upon review of play, Taylor Hall goes into the goaltender, interfering with him, not allowing him to do his job. No goal, no penalty.
Amy Grant high-five with Gerard Gallant. All happy, way to go, coach. Yeah, they got it figured out. It's not that hard.
2-on-1, Gaudreau. He's got Hall breaking. Gaudreau delays and shot one. It ricocheted off the pipe. And back the other way comes Jagr. Pivoting with it again is Larkin. Larkin fed it on to the turning Ekblad. Filtered it on further. Scott tried to get ahead, knifed off his stick though by Ekblad. Carried right back ahead, and here comes Larkin moving on in. The net is empty. Bishop to the bench. In the last 90 seconds of the championship game, it's 1-0. The Pacific, and Scott feeds it back in, and it is held at that point by the netminder Gibson.
Smart play there from John Scott to get it back to his goaltender. Long shift, extra attacker out.
Larkin to the front, it's fed to the back. Carlson across, Stamkos there. Fed one across, and it ricocheted on back, fielded by Carson. 35 to go. Carlson just delays and holds. Gives on to Larkin. What'll he do? Larkin, a shot, getting a piece of it was Gibson. Turned on back by Bergeron. Worked on by Carlson, and a shot deflected just wide by Stamkos. Wicked on it around, that time by Perry. Hustled there by Carlson, kept it alive. 16 to go. Carlson works one, punched away by Burns. Taken on by Stamkos. Given over to Larkin, and he dumped the shot. Played on by Bergeron. 8 seconds to go. Poked on further. Lifted back along and into traffic. Still they feverishly battle. Carlson there. 2 seconds and one. Gotta shoot. Backhands one. Goal. And saved by Gibson. It's a shutout. And the Pacific has won. The pep talk worked. John Scott celebrates the captain of his team. There will be handshakes and $1 million.
There's been all kinds of ovations for you all weekend long. And they're not stopping. What do you want to say first to the fans in Nashville?
Just thank you so much. You guys have just blown me away. I love this city, and thank you so much. That's crazy.
Well, your team won $1 million. How you planning on spreading it around?
It's going to go 100 parts of me, and then they're going to just take the rest. Hey, whoa, whoa.
John, I have to ask you, when this all started out, a lot of people were wondering how it would turn out. Can you believe how it's turned out?
I think it's the best possible outcome, right? We had a good weekend. Everybody had fun, and we ended up winning, so it was great.
Congratulations on a fantastic weekend.
Thank you very much.
The 2016 Honda NHL All-Star MVP scored 2 goals in the tournament and wins as a right-in candidate, John Scott! John Scott is the recipient of the brand new 2016